Hello everybody, and once again to Arrow Nicely News. It's Friday, August 26, 2022. My name is Lenny Hernandez, and we have a wonderful episode of Arrow Nicely News happening right now. On today's episode, we are exploring the concept of kindness in honor of Be Kind to Humankind Week. Now, Be Kind to Humankind Week is a special event and special week celebrated each year from August 25th to August 31st, where we of course take a step back and think about the importance and impact of being kind to our fellow human beings. Research has shown that kindness not only encourages empathy towards others, but also brings about lasting well-being and an improved quality of life. Last year, Arrow celebrated Be Kind to Humankind Week with an incredible video as part of our diversity and inclusion series titled A Kindness Conversation with Orly Waba, which you should 100% check out because it is awesome. Trust me. Orly is an educator, community activist, author of Kindness Boomerang, and founder of Life Vest Inside, a nonprofit dedicated to inspiring, empowering, and educating people of all backgrounds to lead a life of kindness. Here's a small taste.
If we're going to look for the negative, we're only going to see negative. But if we can train our eye, it's a muscle. Just like we work out in the gym, right? We work out our arms and our legs. Our eyes are a muscle that need to be worked out. And our eyes need to be used to start to see the good, catch the good. And the more good that you catch, the more good is reflected back at you because we are magnets in this world. That's why so many people are drawn to you, Gail, because you're a magnet for good, right? And so they want to be around that good energy. So the more we continue to look and spot the good and notice it and call it out, the more good is going to come. But if we're going to continue to call out all the negative, we're going to only bring that negative energy back to us. So it's a choice. It's a choice of how we use this very important muscle.
Well, you've got me energized. I'm going to go out and find somebody I can help when we're down here.
And so you got to keep passing that energy along. It's the kindness boomerang, my friend. Like I say, it's kindness that keeps the world afloat, because we can't prevent the obstacles and the mishaps from coming our way. They're going to come. But what we can do, what is in our power to do, is to throw somebody a little life vest. You see my life vest back here, right? My little lifeline of kindness, that even though somebody might be surrounded by troubles, they might be surrounded by these raging waters, that little vest is the difference between life and death. It's to give someone the hope to know that it's going to be okay. And that comes in the form of our small, yet very, very significant and meaningful acts of kindness.
Okay, so we now know exactly what this week is all about, and we heard some words of wisdom from Orly, our kindness expert. But what do our seniors think about all this, huh? Well, we went out and we asked them directly, what does kindness mean to you? Check out their response.
Someone who cares, who if you ask them a favor, you know that they're gonna, if they can, they're gonna jump right in and help you. And no strings attached. They would just do it out of the kindness of their heart.
It means to be thoughtful of others, understanding of others, and helping others in any way that they can be helped.
Kindness means being helpful, thoughtful, and giving to everyone.
Well, it's when people look out for one another and treat each other the way they want to be treated, and go that extra step looking out for a fellow man, rather than just themselves.
Being nice to people, talking to them, saying, especially to people who are alone, inviting them to sit at your table, or asking them how their day was.
Being very friendly, helping each other, being happy, being content, very, very friendly. People in need, you help them out.
Okay, Nancy, what does kindness mean to you?
The golden rule.
The golden rule, yes.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Yeah. Well, being helpful, loving, and caring about me.
Kindness means being nice to somebody.
You have to be kind to everybody. I mean, it's very important. And that's one of the main things around here that I see happening is that people are very kind to one another. And it's very, very important.
It means it's a directive that I should be kind each and every day.
Kindness means being very considerate of others at all times, if possible. As long as they don't insult you first, then you have a right to do anything you want.
I love it. Okay, thank you.
Helping others that really need help.
Kindness means an awful lot to me because it means people are very, very special. They're good to each other. They're kind to each other. It makes no difference whether they are of the same religious background or not. Not important.
Well, kindness means dealing kindly with everyone I see day by day.
Kindness means living in a house, in this community with new people, being kind to everybody. They're lovely, and it makes me feel better.
Kindness is caring enough about others to really listen to them when they are talking to you.
Doing to others what you want them to do, to you and for you.
Helping a person in need.
Think of others before you think of yourself.
Can you tell me what is an act of kindness that stuck with you?
A resident here at the battalion knew that I liked port wine cheese and knocked on my door and said, "May I come in?" I said, "Sure." And she said, "Here, Cindy, I gave you this."
What is an act of kindness that stuck with you?
Shortly after my husband died and I began having some mobility issues, my young neighbor across the street decided that I shouldn't be crossing the street to get my paper and mail. So he proposed a plan where he would be the one who would bring my morning paper and he would bring my afternoon mail. And so all I had to do was get this little box to put on my front step, and he did the rest. And he did that year-round until I moved here to Vitalia, which would have been a matter of 3 years after he started. And I am so, so grateful and so blessed that he was not only a neighbor, but a friend who really, really helped me.
My great-granddaughter gave me this plaque that says, "Grandmas are angels in disguise." And it means a lot to me that she gave that to me as a gift.
I've lost a couple of sons, and everybody showed up and was very nice and friendly.
Had a good support system through that?
Yeah.
Good.
Got lots of good support.
Good.
We had a restaurant with our family, and it was maybe Mother's Day, and there was 9 of us there at the restaurant. It was Gino's in Liberty, Missouri. And we had dessert and appetizers, and my daughter had wine and had a big dinner, and we went to pay the bill, and the gentleman said, "Someone's already paid for it."
Oh.
Asking me to sit with them if I had no one to sit with at the dining room. That's very kind and welcoming. I like to help anybody that I see that might be having a problem doing anything. It might be helping Kelly put decorations up for something. It might be helping someone reach for their mail. It could be helping get someone through a door someplace. There's many things.
Well, it sounds like our residents have a pretty darn good grasp of what kindness is, but that begs another question. How is it being put into practice within our communities? Well, it turns out that our residents aren't just talking a big game. Arrow communities across the country put those ideals into action and use the back to school season to really make the most out of it. Vitalia Montrose welcomed back local Copley High School students with words of encouragement and delicious welcome back cookies. The Castlewood Senior Living partnered with Nixa High School to welcome back their students as they successfully completed their first day back in the classroom. Vitalia North Olmsted attended the North Olmsted Eagles orientation, shared cookies, suckers, and inspiration with the students, and they had a wonderful time welcoming the kids back to school. Vitalia Rockside dropped off encouraging notes and cookies for the students returning to Independence High School. Vitalia Solon members of Acts of Service Club made signs and impressive banner that was hung in the hub of Solon High School's Student Wellness Center. And some residents designed homemade cards with personal notes of encouragement from Grandma. The Township Senior Living partnered with Republic High School to welcome back their students. They set up a grandioso stand outside the school, complete with delicious snacks to fuel their day and words of support to keep them motivated. And to round things out, Vitalia Stowe wished the students of Stowe Monroe Falls High School and Fish Creek Elementary a very good school year by dropping off some treats, much appreciated school supplies, and you guessed it, words of encouragement and support. Even the smallest acts of kindness can go a very long way, especially for those undergoing a challenging time in their lives. And as exciting it is to be back with beloved friends and favorite teachers, I think most of us remember just how daunting it could be to return to school as a kid. But we know that thanks to the efforts of Arrow residents, that these students will have an easier time getting back in the swing of things. Make sure that you keep an eye out on our social media pages as Arrow residents and employees continue welcoming kids back to school and spreading kindness in the days to come. So happy Be Kind to Humankind Week, and a very happy back to school to all of those eager young learners out there. Study hard and learn everything you can. Just absorb all of it. Just absorb everything you can, because you can do amazing things, and we here at Arrow Nicely News believe in you. We believe in you. Well, that will do it for today's episode of Arrow Nicely News, but never fear, we will be back next week with another episode packed to the gills with joyous and delightful stories from, you guessed it, around Arrow communities. For Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez. Have a wonderful weekend, an even better week, and be kind to one another. We'll see you all next Friday.
Happy Thoughtful Thursday.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Where'd you get these? You made them? No.
Yeah. But she wants to get your picture.
Oh, thank you.